The general principle, the topic of the today's lecture is the general principles of the drug used in heart failure and cardiac arrhythmias. Antiarrhythmic drugs means the drugs used in heart failure and cardiac arrhythmias. The learning objective of the today's lecture. By the end of this lecture, student By the end of this lecture, students should be able to describe the different classes of the drugs used for the treatment of acute and chronic heart failure. Students should know the various classes of antiarrhythmic drugs and they understand their pharmacodynamics, clinical uses, and the heart failure is described as the inability of the heart to maintain an adequate cardiac output to meet the metabolic demands of the heart. Causes of the heart failure. There are various causes of the heart failure. Number one is the high blood pressure, hypertension. Number two, abnormal heart rate, cardiac arrhythmias. Number three, valvular heart disease. Four, cardiomyopathies and disorder of the coronary arteries. This is any plaque accumulation or deposit accumulation in the coronary vessels. So there are various causes of the heart failure. These are the symptoms of the heart failure. Number one, tachycardia. It means increased heart rate, decreased exercise tolerance. During exercise, patient become fatigued, dyspnea, difficulty in breathing due to pulmonary congestion, peripheral edema, and the cardiomegaly, increase the heart size of the heart. The pathophysiology of the congestive heart failure or the cardiac failure. So decrease the force of contraction. When the force of contraction is decreased, cardiac output is decreased. When the cardiac output is decreased, there is a decreased carotid sinus firing. It activates the sympathetic system, increase sympathetic discharge. When increased sympathetic system activate, it may lead to increased heart rate, increased force of cardiac contraction, inotropic effect, and it causes vasoconstriction. So when sympathetic system is activated, heart rate increase, force of contraction increase, and the vasoconstriction occur. When vasoconstriction occur in the arterioles, it increase afterload. You know, the afterload is a peripheral resistance offered by the arterioles, and when venous contraction occurs, it increase preload. So when cardiac output is decreased, on another side, decrease renal blood flow. When the renal blood flow is decreased, it activates renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, and it may lead to release of angiotensin 2, which again cause vasoconstriction, and vasoconstriction arteries cause afterload, and vasoconstriction of venous constriction may lead to increased preload. When we activate renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, aldosterone release, there is salt and water retention, volume expansion occur, and it increases the preload. Right. So if we decrease preload, heart failure improved. If we decrease afterload, heart failure is improved. If we increase contractility, heart failure is. If we decrease preload, heart failure is improved. Decrease afterload, heart failure is improved. Increase cardiac contractility, heart failure. So the drug used in the treatment of the heart failure, number one, drugs that decrease preload. So important is the diuretics. Number two, aldosterone antagonist. Number three, venodilators. Drugs that decrease afterload are called arterial dilators. And the drug used in treatment of the heart failure, drugs that decrease both preload and afterload. They combine their arterial dilators and venodilators. The important drugs is called angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors or AC inhibitors, angiotensin receptor antagonist, alpha 1 adrenoceptor antagonist, and the direct vasodilator. Drugs that increase contractility, the cardiac glycoside, digitalis, beta adenoreceptor agonist, and the phosphodiesterase inhibitor. Drugs that decrease preload, diuretics. Important diuretics are chlorothiazide, furosemide, and the spironolactone. They act on the renal tubules. Their main action is they reduce salt and water retention in the renal tubules. They decrease ventricular preload and venous pressure, decrease reduction of the cardiac size, and improvement of the cardiac performance. Diuretics used in mild to moderate congestive heart failure. They are used in volume overload, that the pulmonary congestion and the peripheral edema. Drugs that decrease preload, number 2, venodilators. The important is isosorbide dinitrate. It dilates the venous blood vessel and reduces preload. Dilates venous blood vessels and reduces preload. It is used for intravenous in severe heart failure when the main symptom is dyspnea due to pulmonary congestion. Drug that decrease afterload called the arteriolar dilator, or they dilate the arterioles, or they decrease peripheral vascular resistance. It reduces peripheral vascular resistance. The important drug is hydrolazine, used when main symptom is rapid fatigue due to the low cardiac output. Drugs that decrease both preload and afterload. The important drug is, and group of the drug is angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors. The important drugs are captopril, enalapril, and ramipril, in the pril family. The first line drugs for hypertension therapy, and they are used as a first line drugs for chronic heart failure along with the diuretics. The pharmacological action of ACE inhibitor, it decrease peripheral resistance, so decrease afterload, decrease venous return, preload, decrease sympathetic activity, so it increases the heart rate, force of contraction and all. Okay, decrease sympathetic activity. Adverse effects of ACE inhibitors: acute renal failure, especially in patients with renal artery stenosis; hyperkalemia, especially in patients with renal insufficiency or diabetes; dry cough, sometimes with wheezing; angioneurotic edema, swelling in the nose, throat, tongue, and larynx. Contraindication of the ACE inhibitor: it is contraindicated in the second and third trimesters of pregnancy because there is risk of fetal hypotension and renal malformation, and it is contraindicated in renal artery stenosis. Angiotensin receptor blockers, the losartan, valsartan, irbesartan, it blocks angiotensin 1 receptors and decrease the action of angiotensin 2 on the angiotensin receptors. So they third is the alpha adenoreceptor blocker, the prazosin. It decreases both afterload and preload, block alpha receptor in the arterioles, so it decrease afterload, and block alpha receptor in venules, so decrease preload. Drugs that decrease both preload and afterload: direct acting vasodilators, example is sodium nitroprusside, the important drug, very short acting drugs. It acts immediately and effect lasts for 1 to 5 minutes, given intravenous route for acute or severe heart. Drugs that increase cardiac contractility or inotropic activity of the heart. So cardiac glycoside is important, digoxin. It increases the force of myocardial contraction. Increases the force of myocardial contraction is called positive inotropic effect. The mechanism of action: it inhibits the sodium potassium ATPase enzyme or sodium potassium pump at the cardiac cell membrane. cardiac glycoside digoxin is main use is congestive heart failure. It has very narrow therapeutic. Cardiac glycoside, the important adverse effects are: number one, cardiac adverse effects, it may cause arrhythmias. Non-cardiac adverse effects on the GIT is cause anorexia, loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting and diarrhea. On the central nervous system, it may cause headache, visual disturbances and the drowsiness. Drugs that increase contractility: beta adenoreceptor agonist. Beta adenoreceptor agonist, important drug is dobutamine. It's selective beta 1 agonist. It acts on the select beta 1 receptor on the heart. So it is uses treatment of acute heart failure in cardiogenic shock. It increases positive inotropic effect of the heart. Another group of drugs are called antiarrhythmic drugs, which are used in cardiac arrhythmias. Is the abnormal rate and rhythm of the heart is called cardiac arrhythmia. This is the slide. The figure shows the normal conduction system of the heart. So the SA node from the impulse is cardiac impulse is generated. It travels through the internodal pathway, reaches the atrioventricular node, and then through the bundle of His, it goes bundle of His, it goes to left, it goes to left bundle branch block and right bundle branch block, in left bundle branch block, right bundle branch block into the Purkinje fibers. SA node, internodal pathway, AV node, bundle of His, left bundle branch block, like right bundle branch block into the Purkinje system. This is the cardiac conduction system: SA node, internodal pathways, AV node, bundle of His and branches, and Purkinje. How the arrhythmias generate? There are two theories. Either alter the automaticity of the heart or alter the conduction pathway of the heart. Any abnormality in the automaticity or any abnormality in the conduction of the pathway may lead to arrhythmias. The question is, what is arrhythmia? It is an abnormality in the rate of the heart. Rate of the heart is either may be high tachycardia or low bradycardia. An abnormality in the rate is high tachycardia, low bradycardia, and abnormality in the regularity, abnormal regularity called extrasystole, which is defined as premature atrial contraction and premature ventricular contraction. An abnormality in the rate is a high tachycardia, low bradycardia, regularity disturbance called extrasystole, site of origin ectopic pacemaker, site of origin ectopic pacemakers in a impulse, cardiac impulse generate other than the SA node. It is called ectopic pacemaker. Normal pacemaker of the heart is the SA node. Ectopic pacemaker means cardiac impulse generate other than the SA node or any disturbance in the conduction. So it means that if any problem in the site of origin of impulse, the ectopic site of impulse generation or any disturbance in the conduction system may leads to cardiac arrhythmia. This is the normal conduction system of the heart: SA node. This is AV node, the bundle of His, left bundle branch, right bundle block, and the Purkinje fibers. What is the therapeutic use and rationale of anti-arrhythmic drugs? The purpose of use of anti-arrhythmic drug is the ultimate goal of anti-arrhythmic drugs therapy is to restore normal rhythm and the conduction. The purpose of using of antiarrhythmic drugs in cardiac arrhythmia is number one, restore normal rhythm and conduction. When it is possible to revert to normal sinus rhythm, drugs are used to prevent more serious and lethal arrhythmias. Antiarrhythmic drugs are used number one, increase or decrease conduction velocity. Antiarrhythmic drugs are used to increase or decrease conduction velocity. They alter the excitability of the cardiac cell by changing the effective refractory period, or they suppress abnormal automaticity. Classification of antiarrhythmic drugs. The Vaughan-Williams classification, a physician who classified antiarrhythmic drugs in 5 groups. So class 1 antiarrhythmic drugs are called sodium channel blockers. So they block the sodium channel, so they affect the depolarization of the cardiac action potential. They are also called membrane stabilizing drugs. Class 2 antiarrhythmic drugs are the beta blockers, the beta receptor blockers. Class 3 antiarrhythmic drugs are the potassium channel blockers. They prolong action potential duration. The class 4 antiarrhythmic drugs are the calcium channel blockers, so they block the calcium channels. And class 5 antiarrhythmic drugs are adenosine and digital. Class 1 antiarrhythmic drugs, these are drugs that block the rapid inflow of sodium ions and they decrease the rate of rise of depolarization, that is phase 0. It affects on the phase 0 depolarization of cardiac action potential. It decreases phase 4 diastolic depolarization and suppress pacemaker activity. It has membrane stability. Class 1 antiarrhythmic drugs at high concentration, they have local anesthetic effect. They have negative inotropic effect which cause cardiac depression. Class 1 antiarrhythmic drugs are subclassified into 1A, 1A group, 1A, class 1A. Example is quinidine. It prolong action potential duration. Class 1A drugs slow phase 0 depolarization, prolong action potential and conduction. 1B is class 1B antiarrhythmic drugs, they shorten action potential duration. Again, class 1B drugs shorten phase 3 repolarization and decrease duration potential. Therapeutic uses of lidocaine in ventricular arrhythmias in emergency. Cardiac arrhythmia due to acute cardiomyopathy infarction. It is not effective in atrial arrhythmia, so it is given only ventricular arrhythmias. It is given intravenous route, either bolus therapy or slow infusion. Adverse effects: the hypotension and the convulsions, decrease blood pressure and increase abnormal control. Class 1-3 antiarrhythmic drug is flecainide. It markedly slow phase 0 depolarization. Class 1C drugs markedly slow phase 0 depolarization. Class 2 antiarrhythmic drugs, they are called beta adrenoceptor blockers. Important is propranolol, esmolol, metoprolol. These drugs block beta 1 receptor in the heart, reduce the sympathetic effect on the heart, causing decreased automaticity of SA node and ectopic pacemaker, prolong refractory period, slow conduction of the AV node. Clinical uses: they are useful in atrial arrhythmias or digitalis induced arrhythmias. Class 3 antiarrhythmic drugs, they prolong action potential duration and refractory period, and they prolong phase 3 repolarization. Important drug in this group is the amiodarone. Class 3 drugs prolong phase 3 repolarization without altering phase. Main use: serious resistant ventricular arrhythmias. Adverse effect: bradycardia, heart block, heart failure, pulmonary fibrosis, hyper or hypothyroidism, and photodermatitis. Class 4 antiarrhythmic drugs, the calcium channel blockers, example verapamil, diltiazem. Their main site of action is AV node and SA node. the slow conduction and prolonged effective refractive period. Uses atrial arrhythmias to supraventricular arrhythmias. 3. Not effective in it is not effective in ventricular arrhythmias. So it is useful in atrial arrhythmias and supraventricular arrhythmias, not effective in ventricular. Class 5 antiarrhythmic drugs are called miscellaneous drugs. Adenosine. Adenosine is a drug of choice for acute management of paroxysmal supraventricular tachycardia, preferred over verapamil, safer and does not depress, preferred over verapamil, safer and does not depress. Adenosine, important adverse event, flushing in 20% of patients, shortness of breath and chest burning in 10% of patients, brief AV block, contraindicated in a heart block. Other type of arrhythmias is called bradyarrhythmias, where the heart rate is decreased. Arrhythmia due to the decreased heart rate. The important drug is given in this group is atropine. It can be used in sinus bradycardia after MI and heart block. Thank you very much.